Hello students and welcome to the class of Immunology, paper 4. Today we shall deal with the innate immune system, the humoral factors of the innate immune system, that is the pattern recognition receptors and pathogen associated molecular patterns, which are abbreviated as the PRRs and the PAMS. We have studied that the innate immune response is a non-specific immune response in which any type of a microorganism that enters into the body and is infectious to the body is removed by the immune system. How does the immune system know that this particular cell is a pathogen and has to be eliminated from the body? This depends on the innate immune recognition, which is based on the detection of conserved molecular structures that are produced by the microbial pathogens but are not produced by the host organisms. There are multiple differences between the metabolism of the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells, as well as of the pathogens that are the protozoans and the multicellular hosts of the protozoan. Some of the pathways that are unique to the microbial metabolism have essential physiological functions to perform, and therefore they are found in all the microorganisms of a given class. These products of metabolic pathways as well as some individual gene products are referred to as the pathogen associated molecular patterns. The receptors of the innate immune system that have evolved to recognize these patterns in the pathogen are referred to as the pattern recognition receptors and abbreviated as the PRRs. Okay. Some of the best known pathogen associated molecular patterns include the lipopolysaccharides of the gram-negative bacteria, the lipotecoic acids of the gram-positive bacteria, the peptidoglycans of the cell wall of bacteria, the lipoproteins that are generated by the palmitylation of the N-terminal cysteines of many bacterial cell wall proteins, the lipoarabinomanans of the mycobacteria, the double-stranded RNA, which is produced by most of the viruses during the infectious cycle, the beta-glucans and mannans found in the fungal cell walls. All these structures are produced by different classes of microbial pathogens but not by the host organisms. Therefore, these function as the molecular signatures of microbial metabolism, and their recognition by the innate system signals the presence of an infection. The pathogen associated molecular patterns derived from different species of pathogens may differ from one another in the details of their chemical structure, but they always share a common molecular pattern. For example, the lipid A region of the lipopolysaccharide of gram-negative bacteria is highly conserved across a wide range of the gram-negative bacteria. And it is responsible for the pro-inflammatory activity of lipopolysaccharides, whereas the core region of the O side and the O side chain can be variable even among the closely related strains and are not recognized by the innate immune system. That is, only the patterns that are highly conserved in the microorganisms are the patterns that are recognized by the pattern recognition receptors of the host. Although different pathogen associated molecular patterns are not structurally related to each other, they all share several features that reflect the evolutionary strategy of innate immune recognition. Three such strategies have been evolved. The first is all the pathogen associated molecular patterns are produced by microbes, not by the host organisms. This is the basis of discrimination between the self and the non self, a key aspect of innate immune recognition that enables innate and adaptive immune responses to be mounted only against the microbial cells and antigens. The second evolutionary strategy is the pathogen associated molecular patterns are invariant among pathogens of a given class. This allows a limited number of germline encoded pattern recognition receptors to detect any microbial infection. For example, the recognition of conserved lipid A portion of lipopolysaccharides allows a single pattern recognition receptor to detect the presence of almost any gram-negative bacterial infection. The third strategy that has been evolved is that the pathogen associated molecular patterns often perform physiological functions that are essential for the microbial survival, which means that the loss or mutational change of the pathogen associated molecular pattern would be lethal, or at least it will be highly disadvantageous for the microorganism. Therefore, the microbial pathogens are limited in their ability to either mutate or lose the expression of the pathogen associated molecular pattern in order to avoid recognition by the immune system. It is important to note that the pathogen associated molecular patterns are unique to microorganisms, but they are not unique to the pathogens. That is, these patterns are produced by pathogenic as well as the non-pathogenic, for example, the commensal microorganisms that are present in the body. Then how does the immune system recognize that this particular is a pathogen and this is a commensal? Like for example, the lipopolysaccharides are an example of the patterns that are associated with the pathogens that are the gram-negative bacteria. Similar type of lipopolysaccharides are also found to be present in the commensal organisms, that is, the organisms that are always present in the body of the host. Then, how does the immune system recognize that these are the pathogens and these are the commensals? For example, the lipopolysaccharides derived from commensal gram-negative bacteria are potent inducers of macrophage activation of the host. Similarly, the lipopolysaccharides of the commensals are also potent inducers of the macrophage activity. This indicates that the innate immune system is unable to distinguish between the pathogenic and the non-pathogenic microorganisms. But the multicellular organisms always live in contact with the commensal microflora. For example, there are a large number of microorganisms which may be either gram-positive or gram-negative bacteria. There may be certain protozoa that are always present in the intestine of the multicellular organism. And these organisms perform various different functions which support the life of the host. And if the immune system fails to tolerate or ignores the pathogen associated molecular patterns derived from the commensal microflora, the life of the host would be a disaster. Therefore, There should be some mechanism by which the pathogenic and the commensal flora can be distinguished. But what is the mechanism is still not yet well understood. It may be that anti-inflammatory cytokines that are produced, like for example interleukin 10 and the transforming growth factor beta, both of these cytokines have an effect such that they suppress the activity of the immune system. So it may be the production of the anti-inflammatory cytokines that it suppresses the activity against the commensals. Another factor that may contribute to the life of the commensals in the body is compartmentalization of the organisms. That is, the commensal organisms are always confined to the tip or the apical side of the surface epithelia so that they do not come in contact with the immune system, and thus it may play an important role in preventing the inappropriate triggering or activation of the innate immune response. The innate immune system detects infection using a variety of pattern recognition receptors that recognize pathogen associated molecular patterns and triggers various effector responses. The pattern recognition receptors can be broadly classified into three main classes depending upon their expression profile, that is, localization of the pattern recognition receptor and its function. They can be either present on the surface, or they may be present in the cytoplasm, that is cytosolic. Some may be secreted into the serum or the tissue fluids. So broadly, all the pattern recognition receptors are classified into three functional classes, that is, pattern recognition receptors that signal the presence of the infection. The second class is the phagocytic or the endocytic pattern recognition receptors, and the third is the secreted pattern recognition receptors. The first type, that is pattern recognition receptors that signal the presence of the infection, are usually expressed on the surface of the cells. Sometimes they may be present intracellular. The recognition of pathogen associated molecular patterns by these receptors leads to the activation of a pro-inflammatory signaling pathway. This signaling pathway induces the activation of three different genes whose products help in the detection of the pathogen. These products are proteins and peptides that have direct antimicrobial effector functions, like for example the antimicrobial peptides that are produced as well as the lysozyme. The second gene products that are important are the inflammatory cytokines, that is tumor necrosis factor alpha, interleukin 1 and the chemokine, that is interleukin 8. All these induce multiple physiological reactions which optimize the conditions to fight the infection. The third gene products are the products that control the activation of adaptive immune responses. For example, the MHC molecules, that is the major histocompatibility complex molecules, the CD80 cluster of differentiation 80 or the cluster of differentiation, that is CD86. Receptors of this family include the receptors like the toll-like receptors, while some of these receptors are intracellular. The second category of receptors are the phagocytic or the endocytic receptors. These receptors are expressed on the surface of the macrophages, neutrophils, and the dendritic cells. As the name implies, these pattern recognition receptors recognize the pathogen associated molecular patterns on the pathogen surfaces and mediate their uptake into the phagocytes. The phagocytosed microorganisms are delivered into the lysosomal compartments of the phagocytes where they are killed by several effector mechanisms that are available in the phagocytic cells. In the dendritic cells and macrophages, phagocytosis is followed by the processing of the pathogen-derived proteins and their presentation with the help of MHC molecules for the recognition by the T cells. The pattern recognition receptors of this class include the macrophage mannose receptor, which are abbreviated as the MR receptors, and the macrophage receptor with collagenous substrate, that is the MARCO. Right? The third category of the PRRs is the secreted pattern recognition receptors. The secreted pattern recognition receptors mainly perform three different functions. First, they activate the complement system. Secondly, they have an ability to opsonize the microbial cells and facilitate their phagocytosis by the phagocytic cells. And thirdly, some of them function as the transmembrane receptors. Like for example, the toll-like receptors can function as accessory proteins for the pathogen-associated molecular pattern recognitions. Some of the pathogen-associated recognition receptors are secreted by the macrophages and the epithelial cells into the tissue fluids. However, most of them are secreted into the serum by the liver. Many of these pattern recognition receptors are acute phase reactants as their production is increased drastically during the acute phase responses. Examples of secreted pattern recognition receptors are the Menin binding lectins, that is abbreviated as the MBL, and the peptidoglycan recognition proteins, that is the PGRPs. So, the pattern recognition receptors play an important role in binding with the pathogen associated molecular patterns, which helps the immune system, the innate immune system, to recognize the pathogen and get rid of the pathogen. These are the references. Thank you.